All right, it's day two. Is it day two? Yeah, I think day two of Snowbreak. We're now here. We're gonna be checking this out together. A lot of people have been asking me, how is the ecosystem? What is it about? Some questions about it, and I thought I'd answer almost everything in this video. If I forget anything, leave a comment asking a question. I'll try my best to answer that also. But here today we have the great discussion about what to know about the entire system here with banners, what the pity's like, what the soft thing is, whatever. We'll talk about it. Soft thing. That sounded mad wrong, but you know what I mean. Let's jump into it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Let's jump into it. Let's break it down. So first thing, it might be overwhelming, but we have 5 different banners currently active. We have this one, which is the main banner for beginners. This is like every gacha game in every single anywhere. This is just the base gacha thing, where every time a gacha releases, they give you some sort of little beginner banner that guarantees you an SSR after a set number of pulls. In this case, it's 50, and then boom, you get your SSR, but we'll come back to that in a second. This is the premium banner, the first banner for the game. It looks like banner durations for premium characters are about 17 days, because the first one was 17 days, correct? That's there. We then have the weapon banner, which is also a premium banner. With this weapon over here, each weapon will be in association to the character, as you can see here. This weapon will go with this character. That's how it kind of goes, and that's how they're going to do it, similar to Genshin style game, right? We have this over here, which is the regular standard banner. You never want to put pulls into here that are premium. You only want to just pull regular stuff here, the pulls you get. This currency here should never ever be invested into this banner. You have this over here, which is the standard weapon banner, which is again this currency here. Again, they're 2 separate currencies. This is this. But this one, there you go. This one, what the hell? Okay, this one is the standard one. This is the standard one. But over here, we get into a different territory of different looking pulls. The clicking is not working today. But yeah, that's what it looks like. All right, basically, that's there. First up, you want to go and invest into this banner. The very first thing you do is put in all 5 multis you get and try to pull the character you're looking for. That is because you first want to get a character here before you go over here and get the character from the elite recruit. It will take you some time to reach 5-12, but I highly recommend the first thing you do is reach pity over there. You will get 1 character guaranteed. People are asking, if I pull a character at 20, do I still get a character at 50? I believe the answer has already been confirmed to no. You can theoretically, during the 50 pulls, get 2 characters if you pull 1 and then just pull another, right? But there is no such thing as I pulled 1 then I pulled another because the other one's guaranteed and one wasn't guaranteed. No, that is no such thing. Just keep that in mind. I believe that has been confirmed, but if the comments want to go and roast me and say I'm wrong, they're more than welcome to. You can fact check me, but that's there, all right? How the banner system also works on this entire thing, the rate up is 0.7%. Correct? That is how it is. If you look over here on this, for the standard, or like the premium banner, it's 0.7%. That's what it is. Yes, not the best. A lot of gacha games implementing a below 1% rate, which I am very not fond of. I don't get why they do it, but it is happening more often. We also have a pity system that I hate more than anything. I am never ever have been a fan of Genshin style pities, and this is what this is basically. It's a Hoyo pity, just like Honkai, just like their Honkai Star Rail and Genshin. It is, you go to 80 pulls, you get a character. But let's say you're not lucky and you lost the 50-50. Yes, this game has a 50-50, which is a 50% chance to pull the character or pull one of the other operatives listed on the banner, correct? So I have a chance to pull this, I had a 50% chance, but I also have a 50% chance to pull one of these characters here. That is how this pity system works, and I despise that pity with every essence of my being, all right? But again, that's how they did it. So let's say you do lose the 50-50, that means your pity is 160 pulls, which is a crap ton. So that is how this game has implemented the system, and that is what they're going to do, correct? So yes, with the rate of 0.7, then with the rate of this, not really the best gacha system in my opinion, but again, who am I to say anything, right? That's there. The next question that's been asked to me heavily, and every 5 seconds, every constant thing that I've been getting, is does the pity in this game carry over? And to answer that question the best possible way, I'm gonna be very honest with you here, whoever wrote these rules made sure they looked so, like, what's the word? They don't even make sense, okay? The way they say everything is very weird, and it is said that a lot of players that I asked, they are talking about trying to redo all of the text here, so it makes a lot more sense, because some of it is very kind of dodging the point, but from what we know and what the information has been floating around, that yes, the pity will carry over. But again, I want to warn you that you should wait and see what happens after the 17-day cycle or 16-day cycle, or just wait until they update the text here, because that is the part where we don't have a 100% confirmed confirmed answer. But if we were to read this over here, when an orange tier operative is obtained through Echo, there's a 50% chance it will be the operative that's currently there. The orange tier operative with a drop rate increase during this period. If the orange tier operative obtained through the Echo is not the orange tier operative with the drop rate increase during this period, the next orange tier operative obtained through the Echo is guaranteed to be the orange tier operative with the drop rate increase during this period, right? So I keep just saying during the period, right? So it's trying to say like whatever the character, I don't know, because again, it's just bad English overall. This could be just applying to the fact that yes, whatever you get during the period, like whatever orange operative it is, so let's say I lost a 50-50, I got somebody else. Now, during this period, I get whatever character is listed, correct? So it's implying that it transfers over, but again, it's in a very bad manner that nobody can actually tell. Reading this, they can't understand anything. Nothing can be determined from this. So we're at a point where like, what the hell, right? What do we do? What happens? And we don't know. Simply as that, right? It also says this: exclusive operatives in the Kaguya's game Echo event will not enter duty command after the current Echo event concludes, which again is over here, duties command. That means that this character over here will not be entering this entire event. So it's going to remain on a banner rotation, if you will. Similar to Genshin, it's a character banner. It won't return until it has a rerun. Simple as that, right? So that's how this also works. So make sure you are aware where if you skip a banner and you really like that character, don't expect to pull her until a rerun occurs. It's not like Nikkei, it's not like PGR, I think also it hits the standard banner after a while, but it's not like that at all. They're following, again, the Genshin system. The entire summoning animation, everything, the summoning itself is basically just Genshin, all right? So if you have that perspective and the idea of how that game works, you kind of know what to run into in this game. Again, I'm still not a fan of the pity. I'm still not a fan of the entire rate. It's a pretty low rate. I'm not a fan of the games that do that. Some of the games recently that have released, the ones that I still play till today, have decent percents, right? A 4% chance to get an SSR, and the chance to get the character you're looking for is 2%. That's a pretty good rate. That is a pretty freaking good rate, all right? Here, to drop a character, basically, 0.7, which is garbage, in my opinion. It is fully garbage, all right? So that is there what I want to mention, but that's how they're kind of handling everything. So again, those are the things to quickly mention. I want to make it very clear that yes, the pity should transfer over from what we read, what we know, and what we interpreted from this, and what players have been understanding, but we have to make it 100% clear that maybe it doesn't. There's a small chance, but again, you have to wait the 16 days to understand, or until the devs clear up that English over there in the entire menu till we have the confirmed concrete answer. But for right now, I think that it will transfer over. If they're taking every aspect of the pity and not taking the main aspect that makes the pity decent, how the hell are they going to survive on the game? I don't know. So we're going to stay on the fact that yes, it should transfer over, and that's what you should know about that. It also is worth mentioning that again, the first 50 pulls go into this banner here. Get your guaranteed character, move about your day. It's on discount also over here, which is pretty freaking cool. So again, do this first, and then you go over here afterwards and go to the event and pick one of these characters once you reach this point. Again, let's say you pull Fenny, right? Over there, then you can just go for this next best character that you planned for, which was maybe Winter Solstice or Hush, right? Again, fully up to you, but that is what's worth mentioning in that entire aspect of it. So again, your main thing is to pull here first on Battle Assembly, get your free SSR. Maybe if you like this character more than anything, you like the playstyle, you like whatever, you like the kit, then just invest into this character first. The weapon is really never worth getting as a free-to-play, as always in any gacha game, because again, it's a different currency. But if you want to, you're more than welcome to. Maybe you really like the weapon really worked for the character you're trying to build, so that is worth mentioning. But again, you never, ever, two more times, ever, one more time, ever invest in this banner with gems. You don't want to. And then over here, don't do it also. But yeah, it is worth mentioning again, 80 pity over here. So again, as you get these free pulls here, you'll reach the pity at some point and get one of these characters you may be looking for. All right, and then over here also, I think the pity is 60. Is that right? Yeah, 60 pity over here. So do keep that in mind also. But again, it's a very similar system. The easiest way to sum up the system is to just make the excuse that yes, Genshin employs a very similar system. So have that as the backbone, and you'll understand what to look at here. So do keep that in mind. Again, you let me know down below what you think about the system. Personally, again, I'm still not a fan of it. I'm not like 100%. I've always advocated I'm not a fan of Genshin system. I've played a lot of gacha games that have way better like rates and pulls and pull currency and stuff like that. Definitely, I wish the pity was different, but it is what it is. I like the gameplay a lot, so I'll probably look past that. But if time progresses and I'm not a fan of pulling, or if I'm not able to pull units here and there, then definitely I'll look away from the game. But for now, I'll enjoy it, and I'm definitely going to remain free to play here. But yeah, enjoy the second day of Snowbreak, and yeah, have fun.